right, we are live. Should work. Let's see, there it is. Live chat, share stream. Hold on, let me cook. Boom, boom, boom. There's that. And then, okay. Yeah. Okay, we're live. Let's eat my orange here. I'll wait for you guys to join in. There we go. Let me know if you guys can hear me. First step, of course. And if you can hear my voice, then we'll go ahead and start. Can you guys hear me? Should be working. My settings should be on. There we go. It's closer. Okay, awesome. So, okay, I can't read the chat right now. I don't have my iPad on me, so I'm not gonna look at the questions coming in. I'll just want to talk for now, and then we'll look at the questions after together, right? So, because given the market conditions, let's just focus on the charts right now. So I mentioned to you guys for the past few days, rather past few weeks, that Bitcoin needs to hold above 68.9, but we were failing to hold above our exponential moving averages. You can see that we got the first flush opportunity on the 20 EMA, and then I mentioned to you guys yesterday that, hey, although we got the flush on the 20, that doesn't mean we start looking for buying opportunities. We have to see how the exponential moving averages play out. You can see that the exponential moving averages actually managed to hold as resistance now, right? So now they've flipped from support. So we were happily trading upwards. Everyone was super happy. And now they're flipped to resistance. Not only that, but you can see that now old support, like the main level that we had, has now also flipped as resistance. You can see from this price prediction, or rather price analysis, the fact that we are extremely over leveraged on Bitcoin, right? From 40K, we haven't really seen a major corrective move. And this is the first time we have now flipped in terms of our exponential moving averages to resistance. This has not happened as of right now for quite a while, but now in the 4-hour time frame we have confirmation, which brings me to my next point, which is the daily time frame. On the daily, as long as we held above the exponential moving averages, we continued looking for long positions. Right now, of course, you can see that we are still trading above the 20 EMA, but the more times an exponential moving average is tested, the higher chances of it actually breaking. A perfect example of this would be the 9 exponential moving average on Bitcoin. You can see we got 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests, and then break formation. So same thing as the 20. Now we got 1 test, looking for the second test later today. And ideally, if we continue to chop in between the weekend, then the 3rd test, we probably will end up seeing a breakdown formation. Question, of course, comes as well, where is that breakdown formation going to be, Pingu? Where exactly are we looking at from a downside perspective? So from a downside perspective, you have to understand that this level right here on 52,000 was acting as a major resistance point, right? So we hovered in between this level for multiple days. For those of you that remember, that was also a BART formation that was looking to play out if we broke below the wick at 50.6, which did not happen. We actually managed to break above that level, and then look at the manipulation candlesticks that were formed. You can see that since then, we haven't really seen any sort of corrective move. Ideally, that would be the main level that we could be looking for Bitcoin to go if we end up losing our exponential moving averages. And the reason for that, of course, is there is a ton of liquidity trapped within that range. That level will be acting as a magnet. Now, before you guys jump ahead and say, oh, it's never gonna happen, you gotta understand there's levels to this, and realistically, you have to put your emotions aside. What the market's telling us right now is the fact that even looking on Ethereum, we have not seen any sort of corrective move as of right now. Ethereum has been a slow ladder case towards the upside. For those of you that came to the live stream previously, I mentioned to you guys that, hey, look, on 40.28, we have seen multiple rejections and multiple corrective moves back in 2021. Number 1 example, you can see 40.28, we've seen a corrective move. Number 2 example, 40.28, we saw another corrective move. And look where these levels were hit. We went all the way down from 40.28 down to 2,800, 2,700, and then we finally broke into a new all-time high. As of right now, we are in the same sort of situation. You can see that we have a slow ladder case towards the upside, now flipping the exponential moving averages as resistance. This is not something we want to see. So you have to prepare yourself for this sort of situation where we could be looking at a $2,800 to $2,700 Ethereum. Just as fast as how we came up, that's exactly as fast as how we can go down. So you have to have some sort of level perspective in your heads as well. Now let me read the questions because I haven't been paying attention. Okay, so in terms of Doge, right? So a lot of people, let's talk about Doge really quickly. So Doge has been probably one of my most hated videos. And I mean that because a lot of moon boys in the videos, they want to hear $3 Doge, $5 Doge. They want me to say that. The problem with Doge and the biggest issue is, you guys know from Telegram, we looked for a long on Shiba and Doge down here. We played it perfectly all the way towards the upside. The main target was at 0.21, but the first level of indicator was we had to hold 0.168 as support. You can see we didn't end up holding that support level. Now, in terms of Doge, looking at the 4-hour perspective, when I made the video yesterday, we were hovering right here and someone commented, oh, look, we just bounced off. You're an idiot. And like, okay, the first green candle that happens isn't a confirmation towards anything. It literally just means, if you look at it from this perspective, if I were to zoom in so you guys can see, 0.168 was a crucial support, right? So we're all on the same page here. Then it flipped to a resistance. The exponential moving averages went from a support standpoint now to a resistance standpoint, as well as the fact that you can see we have already tested 0.124, not once, but now twice. And this is now the third test opportunity. When I made that video, I specified, and I called it before it even happened. I said, hey, this is now going to be the third test opportunity. I would be very careful looking for a buying opportunity on Doge until the third test plays out. This is the third test. And usually on the third test, we tend to see a breakdown formation. So that, of course, would mean a wick low of 0.11 would be the ideal zone for a buying opportunity. Even looking at it from Ethereum's perspective right now, does that look bullish by any means? It doesn't. And guess what? When Ethereum does end up dropping into that $2,800 zone, Doge is going to be sitting at somewhere down here, and you're going to be wishing that you waited and then look for that buying opportunity. I understand the long-term spot position goal, right? So everyone wants to just buy something and hold it. That's totally fine. No one's telling you to sell now and rebuy lower. That's not how this works, right? From a spot position perspective. But from a buying opportunity perspective, you have to understand that if you're looking to dollar cost average, or at least look for another buying opportunity, you have to respect these levels to play out. Right now, in terms of Doge, we really don't have a major support level. We did have one from a midterm support, right? So right there, that's where everyone was making fun of me in the video saying, oh, we're bouncing. And now that level has actually flipped and retested as resistance on the ways towards the downside. So guess what? Doge most likely will end up hitting these two targets, and then you can start looking for your buying opportunities. Now, towards my next point, Shiba. Guess what? Same thing. I mentioned on Shiba that, hey, guys, we're not looking for wait, sorry, wrong chart. It is Shiba, but it's not my chart. This is my chart. So on Shiba, I called it, right? I said, I'm not looking for a buying opportunity. 23.8 is coming. And guess what? 23.8 is now looking to play out. This is where the level of patience comes in. This whole sideways action, everyone's in my comments saying, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And this is what we call emotional trading. The sideways action is a no trade zone for a reason. Guys, we trade, and I'm very precise at my trades, and you guys know this. We entered a long position here, 1,004. That was a 4x from a spot position. Some of you guys were up 6,000%. That was the level to play. Now, though, that level has changed, right? We did not end up holding that level as support. First indicator to know that we're not looking for a continuation trade. Second indicator was the fact that if you look on the daily for Shiba, we ended up failing to hold above the 9 exponential moving average, and the 20 was not tested as of right now. That's usually my second indicator. The 20 exponential moving average needs to end up holding as support. You can see that we failed to hold that level of support. And the third indicator, of course, was the fact that we have already tested this level twice. Now, this is, of course, the third test opportunity. Does that sound familiar? It does, because guess what? Doge is doing the same thing. All of these coins, meme coins in general, they all tend tend to do the same price analysis. They all fall together. They all rise together. Sometimes you have an outlier, right? So that's news-based or something. But you can see all of these coins, including Pepe, like we have had some major breakout opportunities. It was stupid for you guys not to be looking to take profits if you were from all the way down here. So now, of course, you are understanding pain. Look at Dog with Hat. I warned this to you guys a few days ago. Dog with Hat had had a massive rally, beautiful rally all the way towards the upside. But now Dog with Hat has for the first time turned our exponential moving averages into resistance, as well as the fact that the 20 EMA was never tested. So yes, these are times that you have to be very cautious if you are looking for buying opportunities, mostly when it comes down to altcoins. Looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, does this look bullish by any means? It doesn't. It really doesn't. And you have to understand, when Bitcoin drops, Ethereum gets nuked, and then altcoins get a whole bloodbath scenario because of how over leveraged we were on a lot of these coins. And again, meme coins specifically are in euphoria stages. Everyone's making money. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. And now we're getting absolutely sideswiped. And now you understand there's a level to this, and you have to be patient with your trades, mostly when it comes down to a spot position. You guys want to make it out of this bull run. You guys want to do all of this. This is where patience comes into play. I'm not saying that Doge is never going to hit all-time highs. I'm not saying that it will, but you have to find a proper entry and then hold that entry. The biggest emotional piece of trading is understanding that conviction is a larger standpoint of this. And what I mean by that is, let's say you buy Doge at 0.11, okay? So I want to talk about this from a consolidation standpoint because this is a perfect example of this. So everyone on the same page here? So cool. So looking at Doge from a large consolidation, okay, so all of these people right here, all of these people, this is a year of consolidation, guys. 1 year of consolidation. This takes a lot of conviction to just hold your trade and know that long term it's going to play out. Every other coin starts to move and your coin doesn't. What do you think the first thing is someone's head is going to be? I gotta sell my Doge and ride the waves to something else. And then the minute you sell, it breaks out, and then now you missed out the opportunity, your other coin starts to drop, and now you're caught out, right? That happens. That's happened to me as well sometimes, and that's the reality of the situation. You need to understand that what you are holding in terms of Dogecoin is going to be a long-term play, just like Shiba is going to be a long-term play. There are levels to this where you can possibly look for those buying opportunities, but right now in terms of Doge, this is not a buying opportunity. I'm sorry, this isn't. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, guys, okay, everyone start loading in on the dip right here, and then it just keeps going, and then guess what? Everyone's going to be like, what the hell? And the reason why I make these live sessions or I do these videos or I post these charts, I don't get shit from this, and you guys already know that. I make like $3 from YouTube a day. No matter how many videos I post out, I gain absolutely nothing from this, but I make these videos and these areas of buying opportunity so that long term you guys will not have to panic, because if you try to navigate this market yourself, you are going to end up in a panic situation. And right now, once again, speaking of Doge, we are not a buying opportunity. The reason why is 1 test, 2 tests, and now 3rd test. Is this the area that you really want to be buying? Probably down here is 0.11, but I would not be caught riding this midterm consolidation. And guess what? I know if I make a Doge video and, I say, oh, I'm right? And I could easily say that, but that's not my point. I'm not trying to be that person. I'm just saying that when you do look for that buying opportunity, right, I will tell you when that buying opportunity happens. But in terms of the current price action, I don't want to tell you, oh my God, guys, buy right here. And then it drops. And then I'm like, you know what? Dollar cost average. And then it drops. And then it keeps dropping. And then you're going to be like, what the hell, Pingu? And that's why I take responsibility for you guys. So what's better, to enter here or here? Or here, right? I remember I had someone comment up here, oh, you were wrong, Doge just broke out. Am I though? Really? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, there's levels to this when it comes down to a larger, bigger position, and we will play it. But trading a midterm level like this is just gambling. You're literally just gambling. Why not just wait for a support level to retest, right? Look at Doge now in the free fall. It's down 13% today. Everyone's probably freaking out. A lot of traders are probably ending up closing their spot or their leverage positions because this does not look good, right? From Bitcoin's level, guess what? 66.8. Ethereum just broke 3,600. Like, come on, guys. Like, this isn't rocket science. When things are dropping, you have to understand that you have to protect yourself. And for those of you that are in swing positions, right? So swing positions are that you're ending up holding for a very long time. if your liquidation is somewhere down here at 0.02, does this really matter to you? No. Does 2 cents really matter to you? No. And that's my point. Same thing for spot position. If you bought down here at 0.08 and now it's at 0.14, does that really matter to you? No. You're just going to be looking for another buying opportunity when it gets down to that level again. And that's just how you play these markets. You are going to outtrade almost everyone if you just end up holding something versus flipping stuff. And trust me, I have done it too. I'm not saying I'm perfect. You guys know Immutable. You guys know Beam. You guys know Pepe. You guys I've done all of it. But when it comes down to panicking, that's something I don't do. I don't panic on my positions because, again, that's where you end up losing the most money. So yes, it looks bad right now. And it's probably going to get worse. I know you don't want to hear that, but it is going to get worse. But there are buying opportunities that will happen in the coming few days, and that's really where you can come in. But looking at Bitcoin, guys, like, to me, this really wasn't healthy, right? This whole run-up was not, yes, there was, to an extent, sure. Like, to an extent, we could have easily had 52K. I would have rather had a bounce like this and then continuation. We didn't. And the reason why is the 4 hours were completely manipulated. This was a completely manipulated moveset, and now you're gonna feel the pain of a completely manipulated moveset. And no, it's not a crystal ball theory. This has happened many times. This has happened many damn times. Look at this from previous price action on Bitcoin. You guys want to see something cool? Look at this, right? I look at this. What do you guys see in the chat? What do you guys see right here? Like, look, like if I were to zoom out, what is this right here? What is this? What do we call this, guys? This candle right here with no wick. What is that called? I want to hear it. I'm just reading it, but yeah. Exactly. It's called a manipulation candlestick, right? Where it has no wicks. What happened to Bitcoin when it was at 52 and it had the manipulation wick? We had a huge run. Everyone's so happy, right? Oh my God, new all-time high. Oh my God, we're booming. What happened when the exponential moving averages turned to resistance? Ladies and gentlemen, it was pain. It was disgusting. So many traders got wiped out. So many traders got wiped out. And again, this has happened many times. 52K has happened many times. Look again, 52K up to 60, then nuke. Then again, 62, nuke. That level always ends up being hit. So yes, you have to prepare for the fact that we may actually see a $52,000 Bitcoin. What does that mean for your altcoins? Well, you already know what that means for your altcoins. It's going to be pain. But again, for those of you that are playing the long term, just keep buying like on main levels. Main levels, of course, would be 63, 52. For Doge, it would be 0.21, 0.011, 0.08. Those are main levels. Don't buy in the middle of a fiasco like this and then get mad that, oh, I'm down money. Well, yeah, you're just gambled. Like, there's no reason for you to be buying here. Just wait, chill. Like, no one's telling you to rush into something, right? Just relax. But yeah, so that's that. Anyways, let me read the chat real quick. But I long Doge 0.17. But do you think we'll see another leg or nah? Most likely we will see another leg, Nicola. I'm not saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, we will see another leg. It will happen. It's just, you got to be very, very careful. Back then I bought Doge 0.412. I guess it makes sense for me to sell right now, right? No, Kermit. Again, I just said that. Don't sell something, mostly when it comes down. If you're just dollar cost averaging, then just dollar cost average. Your selling point should have been when you were up in the profit. Most likely, you probably just ended up holding because you thought this was going to be the massive rally. That's a mistake on you, which is totally fine. But now looking at it from this perspective, you're basically back at the same entry. Do you really want to end up closing that trade just to catch what? Another 1 cent move? No, they just hold your position. There's no point. Should I close now that I open at 0.17? So Nicola, again, like if you close now, you need to have a secondary plan. If you open at 0.17 from a swing position, you have to understand that, again, you had a pretty bad entry, right? So it's up here near the support levels, which is fine. That's not the end of the world. But are you prepared to see a 0.11 support level bounce? If you are not, then close the position, wait for 0.11, and then take the long position, right? You'll probably end up making your losses back on the way up. But if you don't want to do that, then just ride the wave towards the downside and just be ready for the pain that you're about to experience. Let Let's see. What are some leverage positions that look good? This is the time to DC into alt, spot only. Yeah, exactly. Spot only, exactly. But leverage position, I don't see anything that's a good time to long. Like, I really don't, guys. Like, I think this is just the start of a downtrend, what we're seeing now, because the exponential moving averages have turned to resistance. I do think we're going to experience a lot more pain, and I don't see anything that's a good long position right now. Like, I'm looking across the board, like, everything looks like shit. Solana was probably the only one, and again, Solana, the reason why Solana is doing its own thing is because of meme coins, right? Solana meme coins are going crazy, and if you know how to play those kind of narratives, what you could have done is taken a long position on Solana because you knew that people had to buy Solana in order to play with meme coins, right? But same thing, sooner or later, once meme coins start to slow down, Solana is probably going to see an even bigger correction as well, because Solana is one of those coins that had a massive run as well, from $20 now into the $200 from a spot position. That's a 10x position. But yeah, like, I don't see anything worth like taking right now, and like, I'm looking at everything. Like, everything looks disgusting. Like, it's not even Beam. Like, even my favorite coins. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys to buy these coins either. This looks like shit too. This is sideways consolidation. Most likely, we will end up hitting 0.022. Again, we will end up hitting that level. That level was a major resistance. Most likely, will end up being a major support now, and that's where the buying opportunity comes in once again. I'm just reading stuff. Let's see. My stocks and coins have been red for 3 years. This will not phase me. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes people, like I said, for the people that have been in the markets for a very long time, like, you know, they can end up holding positions for a very long time and you don't care, right? That's just experience that comes in time. But someone who just joined the market, let's say, who just saw a video on crypto and wanted to invest, and they invested at 70,000, and now their investment's down 3,000, they're probably in the panic mode, right? And that's what I'm saying, is that's why I make these videos for you guys, is not to create panic. It's just to give you a realistic perspective of where things can possibly go, and then you guys can position yourselves accordingly, right? Again, every single YouTuber out there was talking about Doge to $2. Everyone was saying Doge to $2. I was probably the only one saying that, no, we have a bearish case we have to play. And again, that's why a lot of traders get caught out, and mostly from, you know, brand new traders, they get into the hype of, I can get rich quick, I can hold Doge and become a millionaire and yada, yada, yada. But you have to understand that looking at previous price action on Doge all the way down here, like, this happened because, right, so we had a huge consolidation. Like, look at Doge from here. Huge, just deadly consolidation. We broke above, and then Elon came into the picture, and then we just kept going, right? Like, this was disgusting. Elon came in here, and Doge didn't care. Doge just kept going. It just kept going and going and going and going, and then at the top, it peaked. But from a perspective like this, so you can see the next wave now, we're still in a consolidation. We haven't broken out yet. But from 0.14 into the highs of 0.75, that's like, give or take, what, a 7x? I think my math is off a little bit, but 7x very safely. And what I mean by that very safely is because even if you entered, for example, here long term, you can, and don't touch your position, 7x is a lot of money for someone that, you know, just doesn't have to look at shit. Just literally just hold it. And an example of that, and the reason why I know that's going to happen, 2 coins I can give you guys a perspective of, right? First coin was Pepe. So Pepe, from a meme coin perspective, everyone thought it was dead. It wasn't dead. It was just a consolidation. And then look, it broke all-time high. It did break all-time high, right? People thought 2 billion was insane. It'll never hit 2 billion again. It hit 3.7 billion. So it doubled from that standpoint, right? And then I think I had it here somewhere, but it was Floki. I think I had Floki. Let me just pull up Floki real quick. Floki was the second meme coin that, again, see, same thing. It broke all-time high, and Floki was a massive play. It just kept going and going and going. So these meme coin cycles, they will end up playing out, and you will get all-time high again. But again, you have to be careful of where you're entering for these positions. I do expect a lot of blood to happen this weekend. Everyone was making crazy amounts of money, and everyone was over leveraging themselves. And now, you know, the market's seeing that correction, and it's not just from a standpoint of crypto, or rather the like, it's happening to NFTs as well. Like, NFTs as a whole is down bad, right? So like Pudgies, for example, I think 3 streams ago we were trading at 2 Ethereum. Now it's at 0.8, right? So that puts it into perspective. Like, guys, like, look at like the kings, right? Like, I'm not gonna say Bored Ape's a king, but even Bored Apes are seeing capitulation at 13 Ethereum. These used to be 120 in the last bull run. Now Pudgy's same thing, right? Pudgy's at 10.45. I mean, Pudgy's I bought at 12. It went to 20 and now it's at 10, so it's not that big of a deal. They're actually holding their weight quite well. But same thing, right? It's not just one market, it's every market is seeing that collapse. And that's where you have to be very careful. There are buying opportunities right now, but if you're caught in a position you don't have any money on the side to be buying, then that's for you. Next time you should know that when the market's seeing some insane euphoria, start taking profits so you can look for buying positions on the way towards downside. Anyways, let me read the chat real quick because we're pushing 25 minutes on a weekend. I don't want to keep too long here. One day you'll wake up and Doge will be parabolic. Yeah, how about ADA and Link? I bought them on ADA at 0.75 and Link on 22.1. I'm just scared that things will go shit like in 2022. I don't think things will go shit like 2022. We will most likely see a corrective move, right? But again, long term, I think you're fine. If you're in a spot position, you just had a bad entry. It's not the end of the world. It happens. You just have to end up holding the bad entry now all the way towards the downside. ETH is close to breaking wick low. Should we short then? You can short again with weekend volume. If you guys want to short, I'm not saying you can scalp short for sure. You can scalp short, and I know some of you guys have been shorting. Like even Doge, you can scalp short if you want, right? Just understand that A, it's weekends, and B, you don't necessarily want to be holding positions too long. So just understand that too. What are your long-term views on Shiba? I don't have a price prediction on Shiba. I'm not gonna be that guy and say we're going to the moon, right? It's just not me. I do think Shiba's gonna do well this bull run. I think that it might actually be like Doge again. Like Shiba's chart does look like Doge before it had its massive rally. So something like this could easily happen because let's look at it from this perspective, right? Ooh, that's bad, down bad. Anyway, so look at Shiba. So Shiba, in terms of market cap, this is not Shiba, is it? That is not Shiba. That's Shiba community. Why is there so many Shibas? Holy shit. Okay. So market cap of Shiba is 15 billion. Doge market cap right now is 20 billion. I think at their highs, Doge was like 70, I think, or 63 or something. So yeah, like both Shiba and Doge, I think will do extremely well. The reason why I think Doge is going to do a little bit better than Shiba right now, at least, is because of the fact that Shiba has already broken out. We already saw the 5 times gain, but Doge has not seen a breakout. We're still in consolidation. This is not a breakout to me. Like this is still, because this has happened before. This to me is just a consolidation move. When an actual breakout happens, you will know. Doge will go absolutely crazy and you'll just wake up and it'll be like 40 cents. You'll be like, what the hell just happened? And that's where I think Doge is going to play a little bit better. Plus with Elon as well, I think that Doge, in terms of like normies, like in retail, I think people are going to hop on Doge a lot better because everyone knows Dogecoin, right? Shiba, yes, there was a crazy meme coin back in 2021 as well. And most of the narrative right now is Shiba. Like I will say, like if you look at TikTok, all the kids are making TikToks on Shiba saying their dog coins are going to the moon. So there's some, something in there for you guys. But again, yeah, that's just my point. So I know it's unfortunate to see Doge drop like this, but it's not like I didn't warn you guys for days, right? It is what it is. Like if you didn't listen and you thought you thought that support was going to hold and now it's not, then that's on you. I make these videos to give you a perspective of where things can go. Bought at 0.21. Should I sell now and buy the low position? Melvin bought what at 0.21? You bought, it wasn't, what did you buy at 0.21? I don't know what you're talking about. I entered around 0.003. Just curious on some good levels to take some profits as it runs 0.0. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You're gonna have to give me tickers here. How about Bonk? I don't talk about Bonk because it's a new coin. I think Bonk's gonna fall a whiff. Like with Solana, they're probably the lead coins, right? So Solana has its own major pairs, and Bonk and Whiff are the kings of Solana. So we'll probably see them running anyways. But yeah, so it is what it is. But I mean, right now, I think it's a short, scalp short market. I do think if you're scalp shorting, so again, for those of you that are on Fairdesk, like you should be scalp shorting because your fees are so low. So if you want to hedge against something, just scalp short. Let's say you're in a long position, you're caught out, start shorting Ethereum, start shorting Bitcoin, start shorting, like, even Shiba was a perfect short. I mean, for hell, I gave Shiba to you guys up here and I said, hey, this is going to happen. And look, bada bing, bada boom. We're almost there, right? We're so close. Like, this is literally about to test. And it will test. It will test. It will see a wick test. And then I'll make a video on it. And then I'll be like, well, I told y'all. But, you know, yeah. So right now is a scalp shorting market. Again, not swing shorting market. Again, not swing short market. We are not swing shorting on weekend volume because, again, it is manipulated. We're just quick in and out scalping opportunities. That's why, you know, that's why I tell you guys to use Fairdesk, because the fees are so cheap that you can continue scalping without any pain. And there goes Doge, almost 0.13, 109, right? So most likely, I'm gonna head out here in a bit because, you know, the weather's nice, and I feel overwhelmed, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. Like, I have made some stupid mistakes myself, and mistakes that I usually don't make. And I think it's because, A, the channel has grown. So we went from 5,000 to 6,100 in like a week. And Telegram, if you guys notice, we're almost 400 new members. So, and I try to reply to everyone within like an hour. So when you have a question to me in Telegram, I usually reply within an hour. So for me, it's like I'm always texting that. Sometimes, like, I just stop looking at charts, right? I'm like, it's too much for one person. So that's why I'm like, I wanna take a break. I do want to take a break, but I have to position myself first before I take a break. But I'm not gonna take it now, right? Of course, with the market dropping, but there's gonna be a period where I do miss, like, I'm being honest with you guys. Like, remember when we were in Beam at like 1 cent and we were all just chilling in spot positions and just having fun? I think I want to get back to that level where we just end up holding like 2 or 3 specific positions and we don't touch them and we just continue charting and leverage trading our way upwards. Like, that's it. I think that's the play we're gonna do now. But yeah, that's ideally it. But yeah, so like I said, if I don't post a lot of charts anymore, it's because, again, like, I'm trying to just chill. I'm not trying to sit here for days and days and days just plotting for you guys. I'll give you guys the main levels, but I'm not updating as much as I should be. But again, that's the reason why, right? So look at Doge. Like, we're literally about, the wick low broke, right? So wick low magical line broke. I said, hey, if 0.148 breaks, get ready for pain. And there goes pain now. And I'm assuming it's because Ethereum's collapsing. Yep, that's exactly it, right? So look at Ethereum drop. Ethereum's about to break with midterm support, actually. So once midterm support breaks on Ethereum, even more pain is coming for Doge and other coins. And Shiba's about to, so close to hit the first target. So close. Almost there. Short squeeze. I don't think it's a short squeeze. No, probably not. Where should I take profit for Doge? Are you shorting? I don't know. You guys, give me some more information. I don't know what you guys are doing. Thanks, Pingu. Appreciate you like that. Yes, please. Yeah, exactly. No, I'll get to that point for sure. I think for the chat in general, that point's gonna be good because, you know, it is overwhelming for anyone, mostly in the bull run, because everything is going up, everyone's making money, and then you're like, shit, I'm not making shit, and then you start making stupid mistakes. And I did that too, right? I made stupid mistakes, but luckily we hedged ourselves. So I did hedge myself with the icy pudgy, and currently I'm trying to actually sell the icy pudgy, because I want to ride Doge. Like, that's my plan. Is if we look activity here, the last icy pudgy sold for 150 Ethereum. I bought mine for 49. That's me right there, right? So I bought mine for 49. This guy actually did a crazy flip. Like, this is actually crazy to me. He bought his for 45, and then like 3 weeks later, he sold it for 150. And I have mine at 49, and probably thinking, oh, why don't you list yours for 150? It should sell. Well, because if we go on Blur, these monkeys, because NFTs are in a panic mode right now, I have the, so look, so I originally it was 150 to 300, 200, 150, but then this guy came out of nowhere, and then he listed his for 109, and then I guess this guy wanted out too, so he listed for 100. I was chilling at 130, but then I realized, and this is about 3 days now, and I realized that I'm like, hey, I kind of want to ride Doge on the way upwards. I can probably go 3x before pudgies go 3x as well, right? So I think everyone here probably had the same idea. And because that guy sold his for 150, it probably gave everyone an idea. So unfortunately for me, I'm kind of stuck in the pudgy. Like, I'm not liquid at all. And that's the one downside of having a rare NFT is I have to wait for that pudgy to sell. So I'm just kind of like, I'll give the levels to you guys. But if worst case scenario, if I can't sell it and Doge does end up bouncing off support, then I'll just ride the pudgy, because sooner or later when NFT season happens, like, it's going to be crazy anyways, right? So I will tell you guys, like, you should be diversifying yourself to other markets always, because you don't want to just fade one market because you don't like it. And then, you know, when that market actually blows up, you're going to be like, shit, I should have bought something. So yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna end it there. It's 35 minutes. I didn't even eat breakfast yet. So what I'm gonna do is for you guys, I will. What do you? Okay, hold on, wait, quick before you guys leave, real quick. Do you just in the chat? Do you guys want Shiba video first or do you want Doge video first? What do you guys want first? Because then I'll make that first and then I'll go to breakfast. What do you guys want first? You want the Shiba video or do you want the Doge video? Just put it in the chat. There's no point of the ETH video because we already know. Okay, I got 1 vote for Doge. Anyone else? If not, we're gonna go with Doge first. 2 votes for Doge. All right. Okay. Doge. Okay, cool. Doge it is then. I'll make a video on Doge real quick, and then yeah, I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. Like I feel mentally drained so much, so I will. Yeah, I'll let you guys do your thing. I'm gonna head out. And then I'll make Doge right now before I leave so I don't forget. Because then sometimes I leave my house and I don't make Doge and everyone's like... So I'll make Doge first and then I'll leave. Okay? Okay. Cool. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will make Doge and post it in the Telegram. For those of you new, Telegram is free. It's not paid. It's not a VIP course. It's nothing like that. Don't ask me about the mentorship course in the next episode. I am so done, checked out mentally that I cannot possibly teach the 3rd episode yet. The plan is very simple, my friends. We sell the Pudgy, right? We take some money out, right? We buy Doge, and then we go full on charts and education, and we do not sell Doge this whole fucking year. We're not selling it. That's the plan. So, up big right now, thanks. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Like I said, I mean, for those of you that are shorting right now, you guys should be up quite a bit of money. But again, take your profits, right? So once again, Fair Desk, if you guys... So a lot of questions happen like, oh, how do I use Fair Desk? Guys, if you click the pin message twice, there's literally a video guide. I don't think anyone's seen it, but there's a video guide on how to leverage trade. I made it a long time ago, but I don't feel like going and clicking on it again because everyone's going to be like, oh, he's trying to push leverage trading. So I'm just like, you know, for those of you that want to leverage, it's there. You don't have to, but it's there. No, Paul, you shouldn't sell your every crypto. I think you should just dollar cost average long term and you'll be fine. There's no reason to be panicking. Okay, ciao. I'll make Doge and then we'll be good. See you guys. Bye.